Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're watching this from. And this is just going to be a talk on feeling unwanted. All right, so this is a pretty dark and deep topic, just from the title itself, but I'm pretty sure all of us have gone through that phase of, finding out or just feeling that nobody really likes us, really thinks that they need us in their life. Nobody really values us as a person or our presence in their life or so on and so forth, being that way where or just feeling that way where you think that you're completely worthless, when you think that you're nothing but a failure or nothing but useless pile of trash just here on this earth for who knows what reason, you know. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, everybody's gone through that phase at least once in their life, when things don't really work out for you and you feel like nothing's going your way and you feel like, you know, you're not just you're not just meant for this, or asking yourself, why am I even born? What is my purpose? I'm so useless. I can't even do a single thing right. And people make you feel that way as well. It's not just yourself, but it's the world around you. Sometimes, in those certain scenarios or those certain cases, we tend to think of it uh, as it's all in our head. As people say, it's all in your head. Not everyone is actually thinking that about you. Not everyone actually, treats you that way. It's just you, your own insecurities, your own anxieties, and your own, issues that you got to deal with because it's all in your head. But it's not totally the case. I mean, the reason that you have anxieties, the reason that you have certain insecurities and all that is because you've been affected by situations, by people, by things, and so on and so forth. Whether it be past events and this and that. So those are the things that sometimes triggers our insecurities, anxieties, and worries when it comes to relationships, things, and situations that we encounter along the way. That's just speaking from my experience itself. Because I mean, I've dealt with a lot of things, and before, you know, quote unquote, growing up, before becoming older, before becoming this one, going through these phases from when I was a kid to now. Uh, Compared to when I was a kid, I was living free. I didn't have all these worries, I didn't have all these stress, and I didn't have all these, insecurities popping inside my head every single day. Worries and having to deal with that every single day. My mind as a kid was like, wow, the world is my playground. I can do whatever the heck I want. You know, it's an open world. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of opportunities for me to go and encounter and achieve. So, but as I grew up, I started getting insecure about myself. I started, having doubts, having going through failures, and I went through a phase of thinking that nobody really wanted me in their life, or I was just a burden to anybody who got close to me, or anything like that, or it would just be all a mess, and it would just be all a mess, and they could just step out or leave at any moment in time. And so I started developing that type of insecurity, that type of thing of not feeling wanted or not feeling needed, in their life. They could just meet me one day, get to know me for a while, and instantly, with a snap of a finger, say, "Boom! This guy ain't gonna be part of my life," or "This guy isn't, you know, this guy isn't meant to be part of my life," or "I don't really need him in my life," or something like that, or "I don't really want him in my life either." So that's the thing. I started to feel that way, and it's no, strike, or it's not a bad view, or I ain't diminishing those who stuck by me because who continue to keep me in their life because they They are the reasons as to why I've overcome this insecurity so much. But we'll get to that later, in the talk. But yes, for now, that's how I got to feeling that way of not being wanted, is because I saw how people easily come and go. Like I said, some people can stay in your life for a lifetime, and some people stay around for a few chapters, or maybe some people just stay around for a day. You know, it's how it goes. But little of me at the time, who didn't know anything, or who didn't know as much as I knew now, was really torn apart, was really heartbroken, was really attached to certain things, certain people, not knowing that they can just get up and leave, just like that. And it's okay because it's life. People come and go, and all that. And yeah, you can't hold them back. You can't beg them to stay if they don't want to. So that's the thing. Yeah, I started getting the fear of having people leave me, honestly, because at the same time I got so used to that insecurity that now, apart from apart from the people who I've grown close with, apart from the people who I hold dearly to my heart, and you guys know who you are. Apart from those people, I'm pretty sure that anybody that enters my life and decides to leave from now on, I wouldn't really have a problem with it because I'm used to it. I guess at that point, I'm used to it. And if people who came into my life, who come into my life recently and make me feel like, you know, they needed me for a certain thing. Now that I've given them a certain thing, they don't really need me anymore. They don't really want to talk to me or want to be with me and or want me in their life in any shape or form. I'll be fine with that as well because I got used to that as well. you know. So yeah, but it's a really bad thing to get used to, honestly, because you're getting or you're becoming rather judgmental towards the person when you barely even know them, when you barely like even got to know a little bit about them, just by the first initial like sight, look, or like introduction or hello or all that, you immediately, or rather I, since we're talking about me, I immediately think that, oh, this person's gonna leave me one way or another. This person's gonna stay for a while, probably like get close to me or some stuff, and then up and leave eventually, and then it's gonna impact me in a negative way, and I'm gonna be a mess. And that is why I also sorry, that's why I also have a fear of sometimes getting close to people nowadays again. It's all because of the fear of them just leaving me just like that, and I'll be a total mess. I'll feel like all the time that I've invested in that person or all that is wasted, and it's just gonna mess me up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well, because I'm gonna be doubting my faith. I'm gonna be doubting myself. I'm gonna be doubting everything. So it's just gonna make me one whole giant mess, and I don't wanna deal with that ever again. But anyways, yeah, that's just how it feels when you have issues like that, especially when you're not feeling wanted, and you have issues where you you've gotten so used to not feeling wanted that when people actually do come into your life and you know actually need you or actually want you to be with them, or they want to be with you, vice versa. throughout multiple chapters in their life, throughout multiple journeys and multiple, situations, be it as friends, be it as family, be it as, partners for life and so on and so forth. You know, having that type of mindset that, oh, I'm not really wanted by anyone. Oh, whoever just comes and whoever claims that they need me or they want me in their life will just up and leave at any given moment, and they wouldn't even care if I were to get hurt by that or not. They just leave. you know it's gonna mess you up mentally, and it's gonna stop you from actually gaining a few relationships, bonds, and even partnerships with people that could last a lifetime. That would be actually a very fruitful thing, or a very thing, or a blessing towards your life, with things. I've kind of like shut myself out for a while, and that honestly, you know, made me miss out on golden opportunities, relationships or partnerships or friendships that could have been actually something special. But I mean, it was my choice. Anyways, I got to deal with that. But I'm so thankful for the relationships and the deep connections that I have with the people that I hold close to me right now, up until this point. So yeah, that's pretty much enough for me. But yeah, I gotta work on that actually. And it's a risk. It's a risk to actually be willing to actually open up to people, to actually let them in, you know, to your life, to your business, to whatever it is that they want to be a part of, and have that nagging thought in the back of your head saying that this person might hurt you, this person might leave you, and all this stuff. When you're high and dry, or when you're at your lowest, you never know. But it's a risk, and I think it's a risk worth taking at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, like they say, if it works out, that's great. Or I guess this is what I say now. But if it works out, then that's great. You have a partner for life, you have a business partner for life, you have a friend for life, you have a relationship that you can hold on to, that you can grow and foster, and you two can grow as individuals and all that. It's a beautiful thing. But if it doesn't, at least you learn something from that. You know, you learn something and you grow as a person. You grow wiser, you grow smarter, and you grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually altogether. So that you honestly take away good things from both bad and the good. But yeah, it's a risk we're taking out overall, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be you're gonna be developing yourself. Whether it be through painful times, whether it be to good times, and all that. And I know this talk is getting way too long again, so I'm gonna leave it on a high note, despite all the positives and jumbled up negatives that I've talked about in this video, mostly negatives. Well, but I'm gonna end it on a high note and a positive note, where I'm gonna say that you're not completely unwanted. You're not completely, you're not completely, useless, or you're needed. You're needed out there. You're wanted out there. Put that in a positive light, by the way. It sounds like, when I say that you're wanted, it's like you're wanted by the police. No, 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 not that. Okay, just clearing out that. But yeah, anyways, jokes aside, yeah, you're wanted by people in this world. You're wanted because they want you to be in their life, because they see you as valuable. They see you as an inspiration. They see you as someone they can turn to. They see you as someone who they can grow with, and they see that sometimes, they want to be with you, because sometimes they see that they can help you as well, and then you two can help each other, and you can grow with one another as individuals, as friends, as business partners, as partners, as colleagues, as what else, as a wife and husband and all this stuff, and as boyfriend and girl and all that. It's the whole deal. You can grow with one another. You can help each other achieve each other's dreams, each other's aspirations, each other's uh, you know perfect life or goals in life. The other thing is that you're needed as well. Don't you think of it as a coincidence or as a sign that when you feel like you're completely useless or nobody needs you in their life, a certain stranger or a certain friend might come up to you, message you, and saying, "Hey, can you help me out with this? Hey, can you help me out with that? Hey, can you? Hey, can I need some advice? Hey, I need someone to talk to. Hey, are you free? Can we go out like that?" All of a sudden, in your lowest of lows, you get that one message, you get that one call from a friend, from a family member, from someone you care about, or from a random stranger, saying, "Hey, hey, I need your help. Hey, I need you." Something like that. It just shows that you're needed, you're wanted in this world. You're not completely useless. You're not completely worthless. You're not completely, a waste of time. Because somewhere out in the world, someone needs you. Someone wants you in their life. You got to get that in your head. When you feel that you're 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 down in the dumps, you hit rock bottom, and you just have no way out to go, and you're this one, and your confidence is all shaken up, and you just can't see yourself as someone who would be, someone that people would want in their life or need in their life. Don't get that in your head because, like I said, somewhere out there in the world, whether it be a friend, a family member, a person you've grown close with, a stranger, a person who you're gonna meet with in the future, because we meet certain people that, like I said, would stay with us for a lifetime. So, like, if you give up on yourself now, you might not meet those people that you might foster beautiful relationships with or beautiful partnerships with. And yeah, I don't want to go mumbling on too much because this video is already too long. But yeah, I'm gonna end it on that, stating the fact that no matter what happens, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how useless you feel at times, and restless and helpless altogether, you're needed in this world by people. You're wanted in this world by people who care, who value you, who value your time, your effort, and who you are as a person because they know that despite there being a lot of people in the world, they know that you bring something to the table that is so special that nobody else can do it or nobody else can bring it but you. Anyways, that's all for this talk, guys. Thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for listening. And hope you have a great day ahead. Bye bye.